cares? I take a spoon. I'm like, dude, it's like fucking ice cream. I said, wait a minute, it's like protein ice cream. He says, you're onto something. And he knew I was a hustler. I had a store that would charge 30% markup. And I was like, man, this is just not me. And by accident, this is the craziest story. Every day I would make a protein shake. And the way I made a protein shake in prison, I'd put it in a peanut butter jar and I'd fill it up with, we get a bag of milk every day for breakfast. And I would bring the bag back of this milk and I pour it in this peanut butter jar that's empty. And then I'd slice bananas, because Mondays and Wednesdays we get bananas from the chow hall, and I'd slice them up. And then at commissary, you get to buy 7 protein shakes a week. That's it, 1 a day. And I'd buy this protein shake and I'd pour it in this milk, slice bananas, drizzle some peanut butter, I'd shake it up, and I'd put it on ice. And we don't have refrigeration, so you put everything on ice. And I put it in a mop bucket, because that's our refrigerator.
A mop bucket.
A mop bucket. And I put this protein shake buried in that mop bucket. And one day my cellie goes, hey, we got a problem. The ice machine's out of ice. It's broken. And we had like 2 inches of ice. I go, fuck, what are we going to do? He's like, dude, don't worry. We'll put some salt. He says, put some salt. It'll crackle. It'll get nice and cold. By the time you get back from your workout, you'll never even know that we ran out of ice. I come back and literally I'm like, grab my shake and it's rock hard. I'm like, fuck, man. Dude, you told me it was going to be cold. He's like, fuck, just eat it, man. Who cares? I take a spoon. I'm like, dude, it's like fucking ice cream. I said, wait a minute, it's like protein ice cream. He says, you're onto something. And he knew I was a hustler. I was like, dude, I'm going to sell this. Like, there's nobody in prison that sells ice cream, right? And then everyone in prison works out, right? So now I'm selling something that has protein in it. And they're like, you're not going to sell it. I said, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it for $15 a peanut butter jar. And everyone looked at me like I was crazy. I go to my workout crew and I made 7 that day and I just gave everyone one. They're like, dude, this is going to sell. So that became my hustle. I remember the next day I made 14, the next day I did 21, and I'm selling them for $15 a peanut butter jar. Now guess what? I'm like, fuck, how big can we take this, right? Now I'm using everybody on my cell block making ice cream for me. They're like literally just baking this shit. And Super Bowl Sunday, I made 50 ice cream at $15 a jar. I made more money than the correctional officer working the unit that day.